Hello once again, everyone. So I have another video finally ready to make, prepped and ready to go. One that I've been asked to work on a lot, but before I get into that, I just wanted to apologize and explain why my content has dropped off a little bit in the last couple weeks. December's just been a busy month and hectic. For one, I had December 2nd was my parents' anniversary, so I took them to a nice dinner and a movie. We saw Murder on the Orient Express, which, by the way, is a great movie. I definitely recommend it, but I won't go into detail about it unless you guys actually want me to do a review on that movie, but definitely worth watching. And then other stuff has happened. I've been busy at work. I have had computer issues of every kind. I've had program issues. I've had internet issues. My battery currently is down. I'm waiting for a replacement to get in. So because of that, my editing quality, my graphic quality, and my recording quality is out the window at the moment. I'm having to record things a little bit differently until I get my battery back. But I haven't been idle. I've been working on projects for Deduction. I've been working on a little surprise, which you'll see a hint for in my next Day in the Life of a Deductionist video. Between those things, it should be obvious that I haven't given up on Deduction. I've just been a little behind. But besides that, I do have a little time now to actually film or record this video. And this one is one that I've been asked how to do a lot. It's about confirming your deductions with the people that you make deductions about. I've never had a huge problem with this, but I've been having thought about it for a while. I've kind of come up with a couple of ideas that could help you confirm deductions with people if you are not used to going out and asking them. By the way, I was going to do a lot more graphics on this video and, have images up on the screen and everything, but I currently can't do that. Anyway, moving on. The first example I will give is what Ben Cardall suggested in one of the live streams, in Jordan's live stream where he was a guest. Ben Cardall's example, his suggestion was that you go up, you act as if you're a student doing a survey or something like that, and you have the questions that you're making deductions about on your notepad, and then as you go up to them, you ask them, oh, do you have a cat? And check it off. As you go through the deductions that you made, just check it off in your notebook, and you act like you're doing a survey for school or whatever. Oh, I'm from such and such. Do you mind answering a couple questions real quick so that we can, do our survey? Usually, most people will be okay with that. So that was a really good example that Ben Cardall suggested, and it stuck out with me, so I thought I'd suggest it here as well. My go-to is I usually just ask if I'm right about a deduction, or if I see something, I'll ask them what it's about and see if my deductions were right when they go on to explain themselves. And that kind of goes on with my next point is just to direct the conversation into a way that will make it easy for them to confirm or deny it for you. So if you make a deduction about some of their hobbies, for example, and you now have a conversation starter, you can just ask them, oh, what kind of hobbies do you like? What kind of hobbies do you have? Or do you like this kind of stuff? And they will, when they explain their hobbies, they will more than likely either confirm or deny the deduction that you made. Example, if you think that someone's a painter, if you deduce that someone's a painter, and then you go up to them and you raise the question about painting or about hobbies, they're more than likely going to say, yeah, I like painting, or I like drawing, things like that. So it'll become, when you make a deduction about someone, that'll kind of give you an idea about how to direct a conversation with them into a way that they might confirm the deduction for you. Finally, one that I found that I like to use sometimes, especially if I'm working with someone who doesn't like to think that I've been making deductions about them, is people like to argue with you or deny you or contradict you is the word that I have written here. People love to contradict you. It was a scene in Sherlock that people just love to contradict what you're saying, and that's sadly true sometimes. They would rather contradict you than admit that you're right. So a good thing to do is intentionally get deductions wrong. You may make a deduction and you know what you have deduced, but when you go up to them, intentionally present it in a way that makes you look like an idiot. Present it in a way where you're wrong, you're wrong, but you're presenting it in a way that makes them feel like you're the idiot, and then they might inadvertently confirm your deductions to you because you're making it look inconspicuous. Those are my suggestions on how to go about confirming deductions with people that you've made deductions about. I'm sure there are other ways out there, but these are my go-tos. I usually have no problem just asking or making an offhanded comment about something that I've deduced, and then revel in the fact that they're shocked that I figured something out about them. That's always fun. But those are the tips that I would suggest. I'm sure there are other ways out there, and I can't think of them. So those are what I would go to. Hopefully soon I will be back to making videos more regularly, and more higher quality than this. I have a surprise in store, so in my next Day in the Life of a Deductionist video, you'll be able to see that coming. Anyway, that's it for this video, so thank you for watching, and have a good day.